Welcome back to the Loan Arranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. I am the Loan Arranger. On this show, we talk about finance, buying houses, selling houses, investing in real estate, which programs are right for you, which programs are popular, what the market's doing at any given time. We talked earlier that we are in a buyer's market. It's the first time in like 14, 15 years we've been in a buyer's market. But yet I'm not seeing enough buyers jump in. And I think you're missing out on a huge buying opportunity. But you know what? It's always the same people that miss out on the same things because they turn back and they live in hindsight. Yeah, I probably should have done it. But I thought, rates were going to drop sooner, or I thought the housing prices were going to come down more, and they didn't. They didn't. You know, you're not going to see housing prices drop any more than they are. They've already taken a hit. Now's your time. Now is your time. So, you know, um, I teach a lot of different classes across the country. I'll be in San Antonio in late April, and I'm teaching classes here in Orlando, Tampa. But I taught I'm teaching next Friday. I'm teaching a group of business owners that own moving companies finance class. So I'm teaching them a wealth building finance class. Now, the guy that got me into this owns a software company called Move It Pro, and I've done several mortgages for him in the past, and he works in the moving industry and he's super successful. And some of these guys that are coming in for this event that he's having at this mansion in Kissimmee are um, they're quite wealthy. I mean, these are 10, 15, 20 million dollar moving companies that he has. And so I asked him, I said, Jason, I'm a 10th grade dropout. Why are you having me come in and teach a wealth building class? And he said, Bruce, you have done it. You've made it. You had all the odds against you. You were orphaned at 15 years old. You quit school in the 10th grade, and yet you've built an empire. And I've done it. And I truly, I don't think I built an empire. I think I surrounded myself with great people that allowed me to do what I've done. But I also had to become very disciplined because with ADD and not having a higher education, I always I always felt that I was smart, but I didn't have the education that a lot of people had. And so I felt like I had to be an overachiever to be able to make up that gap. And so that allowed me to do so. But don't you find a lot of the entrepreneurs out there aren't the ones with the higher education? They say A students work for C students. Isn't that impressive? They do. So I'll be teaching a class to multimillionaires on how to become multimillionaires. How do you like that? A loan arranger right here. So, but I also teach individuals. So I am having my leapfrog class that I will be teaching in Tampa at the International Plaza Mall at Brio Tuscan Grill on the 23rd of April from 6:30 to 8, $25 a head to get in and $30 per couple. Now, I don't charge that money so I can make money on my events. I'll have food and drink available for you, and it doesn't even cover the cost of the venue. This is a learning environment. You will not get a sales pitch. No sales pitch. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know on how to invest in real estate, buy, accumulate property, accumulate wealth, create it in a trust, and retire with generational wealth. You want to do that? If you are in your 20s, is the best time to start. I can take somebody in their 20s. I don't care if you ever make enough money to become a millionaire. I will make you a millionaire. You just follow the process, but you have to stick with the process. And I'm going to show you the mistakes people make, the successes they have. Go to webringyouhome.com. All right, let's switch gears. Fed did not lower the Fed rate on the 3rd. I don't think that anything major is going to happen to interest rates in the next couple of months, but I do think the next Fed meeting, they'll drop at a quarter point. That's my guess. quarter point drop. I think that's in June. I don't have the date in front of me, but I think that's what's going to happen. Now, should you wait to get a mortgage? Absolutely not. It will make mortgage rates worse, not better. If you look at the bond chart, go back to September the 16th, interest rates were better than they were today in September. Why? Because the Fed dropped the Fed rate on that date. It tanked interest rates. Then they dropped it again in November. Then they dropped it again in December. And every time they did, mortgage rates got worse. Why does that happen? Because it stimulates the stock market. And when the stock market's stimulated, it tanks the bond market. So I don't want them to drop the Fed rate. I really don't. Leave it alone. We'll do just fine on our own. Interest rates in the mid sixes or high sixes is a great rate. Stop beating yourself up about interest rates. They're not going to be in the 3s and 4s anymore. Those days are done. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Even if we had another COVID, it wouldn't happen because we're smarter than that now, because those low interest rates stimulated the market, but they stymied it after that because nobody wanted to get out of their rate. You have to have rates that stay in the 6s and 7s to sustain real estate. It's a healthier market. Now, the problem is that interest rates in the 7s and 8s become unaffordable, but the 6s, they get a little bit more affordable. Okay. Until they drop into the 5s, don't refi unless you need cash out. Cash out, you can refi. Let's talk a little bit about some of the loan programs that I'm doing right now. Phenomenal. But before we do that, I want to confess. So, as you know, I've told you all, I become very, very real with my listeners. I talk about my lack of education. I talk about that I'm not a professional talk show host on the radio. I am a mortgage lender that poses as a talk show host, but I do the best I can to convey a message to help people, because most of you wait too long to call me. Most of you go to another lender that screws it up or doesn't give you the right information, or worse, you go to a real estate agent that doesn't know how to negotiate. And then I got to fix it. Why don't you just come to me first? Come to me first. Like I said, you don't get a sales pitch. You get me. Believe me, if I think you're doing something stupid or not doing it the right way, I'm going to tell you, don't do it that way. Don't do it that way. And some of you will listen and some of you will not. And some of you will benefit and some of you won't. But if you listen to me, I will not give you information that serves me better. I will give you information and help you to serve you better. And therefore, it does serve me better. When you do better, I'll do better. I'll feel better. That's why I'm here, to help you grow, to help you make money. Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger, 407-706-3313, or Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. Now, I recently lost 77 pounds using a program called Age Rejuvenation. Age Rejuvenation. Go to my website. I'm promoting them, not because they're paying me. I'm promoting them because they do the right thing. They've got locations all over Tampa Bay. You got South Tampa, Brandon, Wesley Chapel, West Chase, Winter Park, Florida, Winter Garden, Florida. And they do Zoom meetings, but real doctors on staff. So I'll tell you, I confess. So I lost some weight, a lot of weight. On Monday, I had a kidney stone. I had emergency surgery Monday night. I was back in the office on Wednesday. Now, my team kicked me out of the office because they said I shouldn't be there. So, but I came in, did a little work. They kicked me out. But Age Rejuvenation, unbelievable. More results. If you need testosterone therapy, hormone replacement therapy, weight loss, listen, it's time to get that weight off, man. This is the easiest way to do it. And you'll get discounts when you go through the Loan Arranger. You just call or text me and I'll connect you with my friends at Age Rejuvenation. But listen, I'm in the hospital and I'm getting ready to check out. And the resident doctor comes into the hospital and says, I want to talk to you about the cocktail of medication that you're on. I've never seen anybody mix these two different types of medication together. And I think that you need to be concerned about that. I said, okay, concern me about it. I've lost 77 pounds. I've had no side effects and I feel better than ever. Tell me, what evidence do you have that says that these two medications mixed together don't jive and can do harm? Well, I don't have any. I've just never heard of anybody doing it. Well, you know, have you ever met anybody that went to the moon? No. Do you think people have gone there before? Yes. Have you ever seen $1 million? No. You know anybody that's got it? Yeah. Well, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You want to lose weight, you want to feel better, you want your joints to feel better. You going through menopause, had a baby, you want to get your body back in shape. You call me, I'll connect you with my friends at Age Rejuvenation. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And even this doctor, she goes, well, I guess you're right. I haven't heard anything negative about mixing these drugs, but I just never seen it done before. So what? You hadn't seen it done before. It works. It works great. All right, moving on, because this is about finance and real estate. My DSCR products, if you want to buy investment real estate right now, put 25% down, 30% down. I'll get you a rate in the sixes if you have high credit scores, and you don't need any tax returns. You don't even need to show me your income. We're going to use the rent from the property. Now, what about all you self-employed people that have what you call a creative accountant? You don't show any money on your tax returns. You're making good money. You got decent credit. You got cash in the bank. But boy, banks are going to laugh at you when you show them those tax returns because you're writing everything off. I don't blame you. Keep writing it off, baby. Bring me your last 12 months bank statements. I'll do a bank statement loan for you. Unbelievable. My rates are fantastic and you don't need tax returns. Self-employed people are eating it up. Eating it up. Tampa, 813-213-4009. Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009. Or come see me on April 23rd for my wealth building class called Leapfrog. I'll show you how to build wealth in real estate. Orlando, call me now at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to webringyouhome.com and get your application made. Renovation loans, reverse mortgages, doing a bunch of reverse mortgages right now. We have our whole team of reverse mortgages, construction perms. If you're a builder and you're not working with me and you build homes and you need your clients to get construction loans because you don't have $10 million on a warehouse line, then you come see me. I got a great product for you. You should be teaming up with me. If you're a real estate agent and you're not working with me and my team, you are not getting the best lender to help your clients. Therefore, you have refused to give your clients the best service. My real estate agents love working with my team because they get white glove concierge service. That's what they get. And I believe a great real estate agent needs a great lender. You got to have a partner. Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. I am the loan arranger. We are the largest retail mortgage lender in the country. We've got every program you need: self-employed, down payment assistance, construction perm, asset depletion, reverse mortgages, renovation loans, 100% financing, VA 100%, USDA 100%, FHA 100%. Doctor loans for physicians, no money down, up to $2 million, no PMI, FHA streamline, VA streamlines, rate reductions, VIP programs for high credit score, low debt ratio borrowers. You got high credit score, low debt ratio? Come see the Loan Arranger. I can help you. I've got everything you need. That's why they call me the Loan Arranger. I'm arranging loans for you and your family. You can count on me for accurate, honest advice. Call or text now. Thanks for joining me. God bless each and every one of you. I love to meet with you, talk with you. I'm always here. I do answer the phone. But pick up the phone and call me now at 813-213-4009 or Orlando 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to webringyouhome.com. Get your application started. My clients tell me it's the easiest online application you could ever ask for. And I'm right here. I'm in your backyard and I'm here to help you. God bless you. Thanks for joining me. keep a positive attitude, and always be there to help somebody else. See you soon.